You're tuned in into ink and identity. What do I really value outside of money? Like,
Exactly.
what do I
Yeah.
really value that has no monetary gain, no monetary significance if the whole entire economy failed today?
Yeah.
What would I do?
I feel like everybody has their own thing. You might not realize it at the moment, but I just feel like everybody should kind of explore that outlet, or maybe not even creating, maybe just the things that are just kind of bring you peace, like just being quiet. Yeah.
All right, so today we have Tola Shoyemi.
Yes. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Doing great. And yourself?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So tell us, what type of medium do you really believe that you are as an artist? Like, what would be your particular art?
I mean, medium wise, I say clothing. I'm definitely trying to really be inside the clothing space with it, but also I like to sketch. I've always loved to sketch, like ever since I was little. Um, I like videography too. I'm trying to get a little bit more into that, just making like creative videos and small little skits, fun stuff like that. But yeah, definitely in the clothing space.
Small little skits.
Yeah,
What does that mean exactly?
I made a few videos, like maybe like minute and a half, 2 minute videos, like I guess commercials, but also just try to have like a fun vibe to it. So I call that a skit.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
actually beautiful.
yeah. It's pretty fun. I had some of my friends pop out for it, and like I had one. We went to downtown Santa Ana. We
Mm-hmm.
were just kind of vibing around the city. I work with one of my friends. He has the video camera to kind of set up everything, pick out different shots, and then work on the editing and everything. So
Gotcha. So is it theme based, or do you just kind of go with the flow?
I say we have a concept in mind when we're doing it, but also going with the flow too. The people who I had in the video, I was in it too, but I had like some of my friends pop out as extras. They're not like paid actors or none. So
Mm-hmm.
like we did kind of have to go with the flow a little bit just because they weren't used to being in front of camera. But I think it came out really nice though.
Well,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah,
I always think that's pretty brilliant how, like, you can take a video or a photo, put it together, and then it becomes a whole
yeah,
entire experience.
yeah. Exactly. It's
Yeah.
fun too. Yeah. I think I like to share my ideas visually, so film and video is like a big part of that.
Well, which is why we have movies, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Exactly. It's like, take
Yeah,
my
yeah,
idea, my vision, and then I'm gonna share it with the world. Once I release it, it's yours,
yeah.
and you get to feel and interpret it the way you want to.
Exactly. Yeah. And YouTube is so big nowadays, and Instagram, TikTok, it's all just visual.
Yeah.
It's on a smaller scale than the movie, but same concept.
Well, sometimes I even get caught up in those little
Yeah.
those little movies. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to watch it, but I don't want to pay for
Yeah.
the subscription.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Yeah,
Yeah, so I think it still translates the same, even though it's a smaller clip
yeah.
and instead of like a longer 1 hour, 2 hour movie, I
Yeah.
think it still translates the same. But given the fact that
And
we
you
talk,
might be scrolling for like an hour at the
yeah,
end of the day, so
exactly.
yeah, it
It's
might
still
be the
it's
same thing.
equivalent.
Yeah, yeah.
With that being said, tell us a little bit more about where you come from and how did you get into the whole digital format of art?
I've always been around the IE, born and raised out here. How I came inside the digital format, I would say back when I was in high school, I took two classes. It was TV and video production.
Mm,
And so I learned about TV and video production, putting movies and videos together. I guess just the ideas that
yeah.
they'll use to share a message visually, and also how to like edit, how everything kind of works with that. So that introduced me to sharing my ideas visually. I have a lot of creative friends too, so I definitely have some friends that are within that space that I see what they do too, and it inspires me. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'd say probably high school. And I always like to sketch too. It's not necessarily digital, but I think that kind of builds into it. But I guess it's all over the place for real. Like if I look through my sketchbook, it'd probably just be all over the place. But yeah,
A range of motion.
yeah, just a range of motion. Yeah,
So whatever I'm feeling, that's what is coming out.
yeah,
But that
exactly.
that's
Yeah.
wonderful. I mean, just the fact that you have an outlet.
Oh yeah, everybody need an outlet. Yeah. I'd say that's one of my big ones, definitely.
So I'm curious, like, if you're outside in nature and you had a sketchbook, what would it be?
A lot of trees.
A lot of trees and plants? I like
Yeah,
trees and
maybe some
plants.
butterflies or stuff. I don't know. Maybe
What?
some clouds. Yeah, yeah, some fun
I'm gonna
stuff.
have to
Yeah.
take this advice.
Oh,
Just get
definitely.
a
Yeah,
sketchbook and it's like
it's a vibe. Yeah.
I used to do still life. Do you know you still life, right? The little objects you just sit there
Oh,
and
okay.
watch and
Mhm.
sketch.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably good at that.
So like you'll look at an object in front of you, or like,
Yeah,
oh,
and
okay,
then
okay.
just like duplicate it on the
Yeah,
paper.
I like to do that sometimes too. Yeah, but I'd say not as much. Sometimes I just like to let my ideas flow and just,
Yeah.
see what pops out.
So what part of your sketching or at least any form of your art do you feel like it really describes a huge part of you? Without even noticing that it's coming out, you're like, "Oh my gosh, I understand where I was at that moment."
I'd say if I'm say sketching like a person or a face or something, I'd say I think the emotion kind of like translates
Mm,
into it and like how I might portray a figure. So like I don't know if I'm mad or if I'm happy, you might see some happy figures. Or maybe if it's like nature or a scene or something like that, it might be like light or dark or
gotcha.
something like that. Yeah, along
This
those
is
lines.
amazing how it's just connected, isn't it?
Yeah, most definitely, yeah. But yeah, I like to see how it comes out too because I try to like not look back at my old sketches too often, but every now and then like I'll just flip through the pages and I'll be like, dang, like I could see where I was at. Yeah.
But tell me why you try not to look at the previous sketches?
Just for that reason, I could just like look back in the future one day and just be like, oh dang, like I like kind of seeing how everything evolved over time. So
Gotcha.
yeah, I feel like if I look back too often, it's just like it just don't hit you the same way.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
So every now and then you can look back just for reference, but not
Yeah.
necessarily like to just soak into it and then it kind of translate to the new
Yeah,
thing.
I'd say so. Yeah, something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, most definitely.
So what is your plans for your sketches? Do you just sit them in a book, house them, put them in a fireproof box?
Yeah, fireproof plastic. I have a couple old sketchbooks. I have a drawer full of like old art and stuff, and I kind of just stockpile it inside there. Sometimes I will pull out some old stuff and like just try to get inspired. I don't know, maybe get some new ideas based off of how I was feeling at one time. But
Mm-hmm.
I do like to kind of just leave it in like a little memory vault. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
Do you ever plan on like coming out with a collage of different things?
collage of like different.
All of your different sketches or books?
Honestly, I feel like I like to translate some of those ideas inside like clothing. If I'm flipping through an old sketchbook or something, I think there's definitely some stuff I could kind of pick out and be like, oh yeah, that'd be tough.
If you translate it to a garment or a
Mhm.
t-shirt, whatever it's going to be, what do you want
Yeah.
people, what is your hopes that people feel when they wear the item?
I hope that maybe I could translate some of the emotion that I have when I originally made it, or that maybe was intended when I made that piece. I kind of want people to feel inspired too.
Hmm.
Try to go and explore their own creative outlets because I think we talked about before, like it's kind of healthy to have that creative outlet.
Yeah.
And I think everybody needs that. So I don't know if you could kind of see what I'm doing and how I'm kind of expressing myself through either my clothing or what I'm doing just creatively. I kind of want to inspire other people, like find their own outlet.
Yeah, and it's a sense of freedom, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big sense of freedom.
Which I think creativity is pretty heightened when you feel free.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, definitely.
Feeling restricted. I don't know. Maybe some artists can feel more inspired when they're restricted, but it seems like, they say people have writer's block or people have this block. It seems like it will be some type of blockage
Yeah.
if you're restricted in some way.
Yeah. But I feel like you could even express that too. Like,
I know.
yeah, you just express whatever. So,
Just put a block on a person in there, like I
yeah,
can't get
something
out.
like that. Yeah, exactly. Like a
I can't.
mom or
I
something.
can't get out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. So the shirt that you have on right now is part of your sketch or your designs.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. In Gems We Trust. Talk a little bit about it. Colors wise, it's kind of based off a dollar bill. So yeah, in God We Trust. Just flipped it. In Gems We Trust. My clothing brand is called All Gems. Gems is kind of a metaphor, not gems in the physical aspect, but gems in people's passions and different outlets and stuff. But yeah, I want to kind of flip it in gems we trust. So like not necessarily something like with monetary value, but what you hold valuable and like an intangible aspect. So that's kind of the idea with it.
What would you say some examples of gyms are?
Whatever your passion is, whatever your outlet is, you know, some people might be into music, some people might be into fitness, nature, art, being with other people, you know, family, friends. I think it's really like an open playbook,
Yeah.
however you kind of want to interpret it, but whatever is kind of valuable to you.
The colors of it and the symbolism of behind the monetary value, because it's like, inspired from the dollar.
Yeah,
Would you say that the gyms are equally as equivalent as the monetary gain in life?
I might even say even more.
Oh, even more.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, it can be, you can't really put a price on stuff like that.
Mhm.
I feel like that's the stuff that adds value to your life that you don't necessarily have to buy. I don't even know if you could really buy that. So, like your art, for example, you could buy somebody else's art, but like you having your own outlet for it, like, and the way that that makes you feel, I don't really know if you could put a price tag on that.
Right.
So, yeah, I'd say it might even be worth more than something like in the monetary aspect. Yeah.
So that's what you want all your audience to know. Like sometimes, or maybe even all the time, that having that outlet or those gyms is probably more important than even the dollar itself.
Yeah, I would definitely say that. For example, you know, if you value your relationships, whether it might be your friends, your family, significant other, or something, like you can't really put a dollar aspect on
Right.
that. But you know, that's still that might be gems to you. I hope it is. Like, but yeah, definitely, you can't really put money on
Yeah,
something that's valuable.
that's
Not
cool.
all the time. Sometimes.
Well, I think it's translatable,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
all the time, yeah. But
yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool. That's actually a good concept.
Thank
So
you.
I hope people actually understand that. I
Yeah,
mean, sometimes I have to learn the hard way too, or maybe we all have to learn the hard way. It's like we get up in this grind hustle and it's like,
yeah,
okay, and then you meet a point where you're like, what am I doing?
yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely. Sometimes you need that reminder too, though. So.
Mhm.
I think like that first initial big step is pretty important, and I think that was something for me too to kind of overcome because I feel like I've been sketching for a long time. I always had like ideas in my head, but to really go out and share it with other people is a step for me. But like once I did it, like I like kind of want to just keep on going. It's kind of a little snowball effect. So yeah.
Well, honestly, that is bravery because you have to be very, very vulnerable to say, "Hey,
Mhm.
I created this,
Yeah,
and I'm
exactly.
opening my whole entire self up to opinions, thoughts, feedback,
Yeah.
experience, expressions, whatever it is." So,
Hmm.
definitely,
Yeah. And I think it's easy to like be like, oh, I don't really care what other people think, but until you're actually like sharing it for real, it's like, okay, like now you really gotta live it. I think it also did teach me a lot too to kind of, you know, have expression, but like be free with it and not necessarily kind of like tune out outside
yeah,
voices a little bit
yeah.
more.
I think one person said before, once you release it, it's no longer yours. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, hey, when I was creating this, it was all mine. But once
yeah,
I release it, this is no longer mine and it's the
yeah,
world's and now you can interpret it the way you want to.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like that actually, yeah. But I feel like that's really true. I feel like especially with my thing, and I feel like I kind of want it to be like that too,
Mhm.
in a sense. Like I want other people to interpret the idea of gems and like what you hold valuable, like in their own way. So I feel like that's true. I feel like that
Yeah.
really resonates. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all subjective. It's based on like what phase of life you're in,
Mhm.
what's going on. What
Yeah.
if people just love peace and quiet? Like just
Yeah.
quietness, stillness.
Yeah.
Then we can't put a dollar amount to that, right? I mean, we
Yeah.
have cars running around, we have bikes, we have kids, we
Yeah.
have humans, we have businesses. It's like
Mhm.
the world isn't quiet.
Yeah.
But if I can go in a
Exactly.
corner and hear nothing,
Mhm. Nah, I feel that. I definitely feel that sometimes. Yeah.
yeah,
I feel like people like, you know, in the signs and stuff, like I'm born February Aquarius. I know that might ruffle some feathers
yeah.
for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like they say like Aquarius people like to kind of be by themselves too and kind of have their peace and quiet. I like to be around other people. Don't even get me wrong, but I definitely do like my space too, and I feel like that's something that's valuable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah, same here. I'm
Yeah.
for sure love quietness. You know what? That's one of my gyms. I'm gonna put that on my gems list.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
If you had to tell the world what you want people to feel, or at least a message of your, because most of your things you translate to garments or t-shirts, what do
Yeah.
you want people to know if you had to send a message out?
I just want people to know that there's a lot of gems out there, a lot of gems to appreciate. Go out there and find whatever gems that you hold valuable. So, like I said before, gems is kind of metaphor. It's kind of whatever you hold valuable, whatever you kind of appreciate in life, whatever is special to you. And I want other people to kind of be inspired to go out there and explore what their own gems are. So, this clothing, this brand in general is kind of a gem to me, like something that's special to me, and like just building it and exploring the space and interacting with other people. That's been something huge and special to me. I feel like everybody has their own thing. You might not realize it at the moment, but I just feel like everybody should kind of explore that outlet, or maybe not even creating, maybe just the things that are just kind of bringing you peace, like
Yeah.
just being quiet.
Yeah, joy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or just being around your loved ones or something like that. But just explore those things and just be inspired to go out and do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
So I would say anyone listening to this,
Yeah,
you should really, really take a list and put at least 5 gems down. Because I'm actually just sitting here thinking about my own, like, what are my gems?
I love that. I love that. Yeah.
And this thought provoking, like you said, you want it to
Hmm.
be thought provoking, and
Yeah.
it's very thought provoking. It's like, what do I really value outside of money? Like,
Exactly.
what do I
Yeah.
really value that has no monetary gain, no monetary significance if the whole entire economy failed today?
Yeah.
What would I do?
Right.
I have a few things I probably would do. Try to build a
Yeah.
house. No, I'm just kidding. But
Right.
that is something important because I do know I love I always thought I had like this artistic part of me where it's
Yeah.
like if I get in front of a canvas I can do something, but I have to be overly overwhelmed to do it. It's not
Mm.
like naturally, oh, I want to do this.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, I need to figure something out. So then I'll even take a book, try to sketch a tree or whatever it is, right?
Yeah. I love that. Yeah.
Um, but sometimes we don't know what we have because we're so busy in the day to day.
Oh yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah. It's so easy to get caught up in just kind of, everyday hustling, just trying to
Yeah.
make that bread, make ends meet, but there's more life than that.
Yeah.
And like you said, like the economy just, shut down for whatever reason, or I don't know. I feel like there's always those gems to just fall back on. Like,
Right. Right.
and even how things are currently going, like those things could still add value to your life, like in a different way. So
Right.
yeah, a lot of things.
We printed a shirt for you, which is different than Jim's this time around.
Yeah,
But um
that's hard. I love that. Can I show it?
so this
Can
is
I show it to
yeah,
the camera?
absolutely. So this is another expression of yours and we were able to
Yeah.
print that on to a garment.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, this is my logo design actually. Yeah, I don't know if you could see too well inside the camera, but it's kind of in the shape of a gem, right? But the letters are stylized to say it's all gems.
Oh, that's pretty
I don't
clever.
know if you could really
Yeah,
see
it's
that.
all
Yeah.
gems.
It's stylized in the shape of a gem though, so
Wow. See, that
and
takes a lot of focus and
yeah, and
geometrical shapes.
most definitely, yeah. I went through a few iterations. Shout out my boy, ain't shit. Excuse my language, but yeah, that's his IG handle. So yeah, check him out too. He makes some really cool art, but he helped work with me on coming up with the right design and getting this thing together. I appreciate y'all. This is really nice. I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Well, let's give it up for Tola. Tola has dropped some
Yeah.
gems here today.
I like the
and
wordplay.
I actually appreciate it for
I
sure
love
cuz
that. Yeah.
sometimes you just don't know what you need until you need it. So,
Yeah.
if you want, tell everyone where they can find you, like or subscribe, whatever the case may be.
Check me out on IG for sure at It's All Gems. I got a YouTube channel too. It's All Gems. Basically, all my handles are It's All Gems, and coming out with a new website soon. So stay posted on that. I got some merch if you want to support. Made that same day Riverside. Shout out them. And yeah, I got cool projects in the works in the pipeline. So excited to share that with the world and hopefully inspire more people.
Well, good. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Shout out Ink My Identity. Appreciate y'all for making this cool shirt. I love it. Um, really cool podcast. Great experience. Awesome people over here. Make sure y'all check them out. Like, share, and subscribe. Uh, yeah, that's right.